Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Let's talk about some fatherly advice when it comes to cleaning up your gaskets. Now, what we have here is a bone stock Chevrolet 350. I don't believe the intake had ever been previously removed. The gaskets are hard as a brick and they're not just coming off. Now, there are different materials, devices that you can use to clean this up. There's some wrong ones, there's some right ones. First one we're going to talk about is a angle grinder. Now, this one is air operated and it has different color pads you can put on it depending on how aggressive you need it to be. If you use the wrong pad on the wrong material, you can do some damage. A brown disc, for instance, would be very damaging to an aluminum surface. You can still do damage to a cast iron surface, but you need to really just pay attention to what you're doing and making sure you're not digging into spots causing any uneven spots on the mating surface. This one goes on the same tool, but this is a 80 grit one designed to grind metal. This is not something you clean gaskets off with. This is made out of rubber. Now, this looks unassuming and harmless. Now, it's not necessarily the case. You can use this in the wrong application in the wrong color, and it would actually cause damage as well. They're great for removing paint, and they do a pretty good job with most paper style gaskets. Now, you may run into an incident where you have maybe rubber, and it's kind of difficult to get off. It's become hard. You don't want to chisel it, and you can typically put one of these wire wheels in a drill and you can work them down. However, this isn't the best option either because these pieces of wire come off pretty easy and they can go down in the ports or other areas of the engine where you might not notice, and it may cause an issue in the future. Also, make sure you're wearing a face shield or safety glasses when you use that. Now, the best option is a razor blade scraper or a gasket scraper. They are least likely to cause any damage and they remove most materials pretty easily. That's not always the case. Sometimes you do have to bust out the beast and get it done. But know your material that you are working on and know the device you are using and make sure that it is correct for the application so you don't end up having a bunch of warped, broken, or cracked parts that you can't use. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys.